Hey, Flosstube, Sean here. First off, let me apologize for any lighting problems. I'm filming upstairs today. My wife is at a day-long rehearsal, and I have the house to myself, and I didn't feel like carting everything downstairs to where I normally film these videos at lately. And now that I'm sitting on the floor, the cats who were sleeping are completely interested in what I'm doing now. But lighting kind of sucks in my house. Dark walls don't help, but we like our dark walls. So, but lighting is just weird through our windows. So I tried opening these curtains here a little bit to get a little bit more natural light in, and it flooded things out. So I just have some curtains open over there trying to get some natural light in from the front end. But I just didn't feel like going downstairs. Anyway, so it's been a couple of weeks, 2 weeks to be exact, since my return video, and I just want to send out a huge thank you to you all. You welcomed me back with such a warm reception. I was blown away, and I have gone up somewhere between 50 and 60 subscribers on that return video, and I didn't think it was even going to get to anybody but my subscribers who might see it in their feed, because it's been so long. I didn't think the algorithm would put me out there to anybody who wasn't already subscribed to me. So thank you to all my new subscribers. If some of you came to me through a shout out, like if you've subscribed to me in the past couple weeks and you came to me through a shout out, please let me know down in the comments so that I can properly thank the person who shouted me out. Because I don't get to watch as much Flosstube as I'd like. Time is an issue, and I watch more things on YouTube than Flosstube. I still watch booktube stuff. I watch movie stuff. I watch music stuff. So there's just not time in the day to watch everything. So I don't get to see, even if I'm subscribed to you, I don't always get to see all your videos. So if somebody shouted me out and you came to me through a shout out, please let me know who it was so that I can go and watch that video and properly thank them in the comments in that video. It might be somebody I'm not subscribed to too, and I could discover a new Flosstuber myself. So usually I say that because usually when I get a subscriber spike like that, it's usually due to somebody having shouted me out or mentioned me in a video. So that's what I suspect is the reason for the jump, the 50 to 60 jump in subscribers. So let me know, and if you're watching and you are a person who shouted me out, thank you. I 100% appreciate it. So this past couple weeks, I also got a lot of great responses on the potential name change. A lot of you loved Endless Flossabilities. I did reach out to Lauren at Flossabilities just to make sure if I do change the name to that she didn't feel like I was stepping on her channel name at all, and she was completely cool with it. But I wasn't going to make that change without having reached out to where I originally saw, I saw Flossabilities came to me, and I didn't even realize that's where it came to me from, was from her channel. Except because I have missed a lot, especially in the first part of the year of Flosstube. And I'll get to something that came up from me missing a lot of Flosstube first part of the year. But Flossabilities was a word I couldn't get out of my head, and I didn't exactly know why. I didn't think I'd come up with it. And then one of Lauren's videos popped up in my subscription feed, and I went, yep, that's where it was. That's where I thought of it. So I wanted to make sure she wouldn't feel like I was stepping on her channel name. And I'm still uncertain about whether I'm going to make that name change. There's a part of me that's not quite ready to let go of the book and film part. And Dawn at Frosty, my channel name is slipping my mind now. Frosty X Stitch. Yeah, I think it's Frosty X Stitch. She's been a supporter of me from my first Flosstube video. When I first started, adding Flosstube content to my channel. She's been a consistent supporter and commenter, and she watches every video, whether it's Flosstube or Booktube or whatever. She always, even if she just leaves an emoji just to say that she was there, she's a constant supporter. So Dawn, I appreciate you. And she made a comment in there. She's good at making a comment that makes me take a step back and really think about things. She talked about, you could always talk about books and film at the end of the videos, which I did do a little bit for a bit, when people don't want to watch, that, they can stop after the cross stitch content. And, just as a matter of, people keeping name familiarity too, of, possibly not changing, has an argument towards not changing the name too. I'm not describing this well. This was coming out better in my head before I filmed than it is now. But I gotta move these books. But yeah, she's always, whenever I'm thinking about stuff like this and I talk about it in a video, she's always good at giving that comment that makes me take a step back and put the brakes on a little bit and really think about something. So I'll have her channel linked below because I know I'm not saying it right. Anyway, yeah. So I've got a couple ideas where that's concerned, and I'll talk about that after I'm done showing, the past couple weeks' progress on stuff, because I want some opinions and what you guys think. But yeah, there's this inkling part of me that's just not quite ready to let go of the book and film part yet. So I'm undecided. I'm still undecided about the possibility of changing the name. Endless Flossability's got a lot of votes. I also thought of Eclectic Stitches, kind of going back to where I started at, which was Eclectic Reads. So that crossed my mind too. Anyway, let's get into some stitching, and then I'll get back to some of this kind of update and thought process stuff. But I mostly wanted to get a big thank you out there to everybody's support coming back. This is why I love this community. I got a ton of comments, and I love talking to you guys in the comments. So that was great to see. It made me want to do a video last week, and I just wasn't feeling up to filming on Sunday. Sunday kind of got away from me, and I had a headache, and I just didn't feel up to filming on Sunday. But part of me really wanted to just come back after a week. So anyway, progress on stitching. I'm not sure if I'll get where I was at photos in. If I do, it'll be a surprise. That takes editing, and I don't know if I want to spend the time editing today. But anyway, so the Outer Frontier. I have my tablet here to show you what it'll look like when it's done. Oh, this is going to be a problem today. All right. Yeah, okay. If I slide over here, it gets a little bit better. Okay, so that's what it'll look like when it's done. I have a new tablet on the way today, too, so I'm in the process of exporting progress files for Pattern Keeper so that I can make the switch over to a new tablet. Uh, this one is like the first generation Galaxy Tab A, and I have the newest generation on the way. I'm having space issues with it, and it's starting to not be able to handle the more recent updates of certain apps, just because it's old. It's a good 8-9 years old. Anyway, so that is what it'll look like when it's done. I started that page I said I was going to start, which is the bottom. Yeah, there we go. Just the next page down on the left side. So I've started right in here. So I'll put that a little up closer. Just a couple of diagonals done in there. I'd like to be about 60% of that done with this by the end of the year. I don't know if I'll get there. We'll see. Sticking to a schedule and doesn't really work out for me. I try it every once in a while, and I have my whole spreadsheet and number of stitches and how many stitches am I behind and what percent of the way am I to the stitch count goal, and then I'm too mood stitchy to do that. So I have ideas of where I'd like to be on stuff by a certain time, and I don't know if I'll get there or not. So next is cheese delivery. And I did remove everything that I'm not working on so that I could get to these quicker. Okay. That's what it'll look like when it's done. And this is the project I'm working on for, I said last week I was going up to the next 5th percent. What I mean by that too is not just like going from like 13% to 18%. It's the next divisible by 5%, basically. So if I was at 12%, I would go up to 15%. If I was at 14%, instead of just doing 1%, I would be going up to 20%. So like if I was too close to that divisible by 5%, then I'd go to the next divisible by 5% so that it's a little bit more of a goal that way. But this is where I am at with it. I kind of expanded out this way. I was just working on this page right here. But I expanded out this way to just fill the Q-snap as far as I could comfortably stitch. And that ended up going like 2 columns into page 3. So then I'm just going to, go down and fill the Q-snap. But that is where I am at with that. There's a ceiling light structure coming in there. So that's cheese delivery. That is Chris Dunn, artist Chris Dunn, Pain Free Crafts. Outer Frontier was artist Chris Ortega, Heaven and Earth Designs. Next is the Hangs Tree. Artist Chris Ortega, Heaven and Earth Designs. Give that a second to... And that's what that looks like. And also what I'm doing with that next 5th percent is I'm not just working on the lowest percentage one. I'm working on the one where I have the fewest stitches to go and also the one where I have the most stitches to go. And this one is a lot of stitches to get there. I think my laptop is right here. And I have the file up. So it is... I've got 16,603 stitches left before I hit the 5% mark on this one, because this was a new start last year. So this is where I'm at with this one. Just been working in these diagonals, and I am staying fairly strict to the diagonal on this one just because the couple of colors that make up this background sky, they're very like every other stitch, and when that expands out too far, it's hard to keep track of for me. So I'm staying pretty strict in that diagonal for that one. Next up is Audrey. Come on, Batter Keeper. And that's her in the window singing Moon River and Breakfast at Tiffany's. And this is, I didn't have most of this page complete when you guys saw it last. I was just getting going on this page, so I've made some really good progress because I was trying to do like 230 stitches a day on this, but I have fallen off of that. I still will finish this one this year. I'm putting it out there. I will finish it this year. It may not be by my birthday because I have to stick to a pretty strict daily stitch count to do that, and I'm just not good at that. But I do want to finish it this year. It just may not be by my 45th birthday, and I'm okay with that. See, my cats are going in and out of the window, so the light is fluctuating as the curtain goes. But yeah, I'm almost done with this page here. I was just gonna sit and blast out this page, but this one, it's a reason why I'm not good at sticking to a daily stitch count on this one too, because this is a grayscale piece. I do get tired of working on it after a few days. I get tired of just the whites, blacks, and grays. And the thing is, I'm in like grays and stuff on other pieces, but because the piece itself is more colorful, the grays and blacks and browns blend in with the blues and the purples and they form stuff. Whereas just grayscale for a while gets a little tiring. I worked on Universal Monster Sal from the Witchy Stitcher. This was the Witchy Stitcher's first stitch along. So what I did was I finished off these DMC 03 was the color I was working with. Finished off these bricks here, did this window, and started up into here, filling all that in. Because the way this goes, this is all black here, and there's a big black structure that goes up here with these windows in there. And so instead of having to count up all the black and lose count, I'm doing the inside stuff so that I have visuals of where I'm at with the black. So that's where I'm at with that, and a little closer there so you can see all the 03 I did. These two. I finished my first two of that next 5th percent goal. I mentioned last time I only had a couple hundred stitches left to do for that for Rainy Waterloo Place. So that is where Rainy Waterloo Place is at. This is from Cross Stitch Collectibles. I'll do this backwards and show you what it'll look like when I'm done. But yeah, I got this filled in here, and that's going to be put away for a little while. And just because I said I would, that's what it'll look like when it's done. So still got a ways to go on everything. And then the next one after that was Scotty, Goddess of the North from Cross Stitch Creations. And that's what that one will look like when it's done. Sorry, the cats are playing and hissing at each other and chasing each other around. And I did exactly what I said I was going to do with this one. I went all the way over to the other top corner. And I've started going in the diagonal from that top corner. So this is all mostly 838 and 939. But you can see I've made my way over to that corner, triple, quadruple counting. And I do have a spot down here from that long diagonal where I have met that side, so I tried to make sure that lined up as best as I could. So I think I'm okay. But that's where I'm at with that, and I hit 5% on that, and it'll go away for a little while, unless I just feel like working on it. Then next up was Storykeep Labyrinthine Spring. Stephanie Pullman Law, Heaven and Earth Designs. That is what it looks like. And this is where I'm at with it. This I have... Let me see. Let me open the chart. This is only 27,000 stitches total. 27,324, and I've done 8,000. I've done 8,022, so I have just over 19,000 stitches left on this. An average of 70 to 80 stitches a day finishes this by the end of the year. I'm not sticking to that, but I pulled this off of the next 5% and put it into a finish focus. So I'm going to be putting some serious work into this year, and hopefully getting a finish on it this year. So hopefully I'm going to finish Storykeep. I kind of threw Big Cats. I'm leaning over here and have not even on the camera. So I kind of moved Big Cats into the next 5% section of my spreadsheet and moved this into finish focus in its place. So Audrey and Storykeep Labyrinthine Spring will hopefully definitely be finishes this year. I'd like to get at least mostly finished with this one this year too. I want to start seeing some finishes. I've been stitching for 4 years now. 2018 I started stitching. And I've got no finishes other than an IT crowd piece that I did before I started doing full coverages. The next thing I worked on was the Sunshine Stitchers. I was finally watching one of their videos. It was and I can't believe how long it's been since I watched the Sunshine Stitchers video. That's what I said. Didn't get a lot, especially the first part of the year, didn't get a lot of Flosstube watched. And I did not know that they were doing a designer focus every month. I think it's hashtag Garon Designer Focus on Instagram. And this month's designer focus is ink circles. That's ink circles and long dog samplers. So I pulled out my ink circles piece, and it is Big Red Ship of Life. I have it on Pattern Keeper. That's what it'll look like when it's done. I forgot to show this in my whip haul or whip parade last week too. So here is fully where I'm at with it. And I'll get the Q-snap clamp back on. And we'll do... Ooh, there's a needle in there. So I worked this in columns. I just stitched down the column because it's all one color. So it's easy for me to I just stitch down the column and I'll go up in there. So had just started this column. So I've worked down almost to the bottom of this column. So I'm going to give this some focus this month for the Garon Designer Focus. And next month is Blackbird Designs. I don't have any Blackbird Designs pieces, but I might buy one and start it. And I might, we'll see, because it'll be a lot of new starts. Because none of the upcoming designer focuses do I have charts from. which is like one of them was a blue flower because I have a blue flower piece that I'd love to start, which I may do soon. But it might give me a chance to check out. This will give me a chance to check out some designers that I don't have work from and see if there's anything I want to start from them in that month or something. We'll see. But I've already been looking at some Blackbird Designs pieces. So let me know in the comments if you have any favorite Blackbird Design pieces that you think I should check out. One more thing I worked on over the last couple of weeks. Nope, I didn't work on that over the last couple of weeks. I just brought it upstairs as a potential to work on. So that's it. That's all I've worked on over the past couple of weeks. That was Stolen Harvest, and I just brought it upstairs because I'm close to a page finish on it, so I thought maybe I might throw some work into it. I didn't get them all loaded in here though. Next week or next week or next 2 weeks, depending on when I do my next video, I will show you the Hades I have purchased in the last couple of sales. I didn't want to do that during the Whip Parade because the Whip Parade was already long. But I will do that. I have some of them here, but I'm missing a couple in here, and I don't want to have to remember what ones I didn't show. Because like I said, I have a new tablet coming today, so I was starting to put them in so that I could show them during this video. And then things were going funky in my tablet, and I decided just to order a new tablet. Because I've been having space issues with this for a while. I've been thinking about it for a while, and today I just kind of made the decision to do it, and I ordered it, and it actually will be here this afternoon. We have a Amazon distribution center in Pontiac, so that I'm not far away from Pontiac, so sometimes I can get stuff same day delivered. Anyway, that is the cross-stitch stuff. So what I was thinking about, sorry about that, my foot kicked the table. What I was thinking about, let me know how you guys feel about this and what your thoughts are on this. I do watch some Stitch With Me videos. They're nice, just because I don't have, friends that stitch. And my wife tried when I first started stitching, because she used to do it when she was a kid, but she gets frustrated with it easily. Like she gets her first knot in her floss and all hell breaks loose. So it's not relaxing for her. So she just kind of stopped doing it. So I have no friends that stitch, so I have really nobody to stitch with. So Stitch With Me videos are sometimes nice to watch and just, listen to somebody talk about their life and what's going on with them, or and stitch with them. But I noticed, so I've thought about doing Stitch With Me videos, but I'm not really set up to get, because I film on my phone and where I stitch at is on the couch. I'm not really set up to do a lot of to have the camera angle focused on the stitching, and you see me pulling my thread because I'm one-handed stitcher, so I'm like this. I'm just not set up to do that kind of angle that's in like every Stitch With Me video. And I was thinking about like the book and movie content, the book and film part. And I had the idea, I don't know if I love it yet. But first of all, for Stitch With Me videos, for those of you who watch them, is it vital to you to have that close up on the stitches that are being done? Like, would you watch a Stitch With Me video if it was just like me sitting here? Well, I'll angle down. Yes, I'm wearing my onesie. And if I was just sitting here, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be sitting on the couch. I'd have to figure out, or I'd be sitting in my office chair downstairs. And you would just see me stitching while I chat about something. And this would be the Stitch With Me video. One, is that a deal breaker for you? Do you absolutely need to have the close-up stitching and only see the stitching and the needle going in and out of the fabric? And or is this kind of, because if we were, in my mind, if we were hanging out stitching, this is how it would be. I'd be here, you'd be there, and this is what you'd see, and you'd be working on your own stitching. So first of all, is that kind of Stitch With Me video acceptable? Like would you watch it? Do you think other people would watch it when it's not straight up and like I would absolutely show where I was starting and then what I had done at the end of it. And then with that, my thought was, if I've watched some movies, it could be a Stitch With Me movie chat or a Stitch With Me book chat. Stuff like that, where I'm stitching and you're stitching along with me, but I'm talking to you about, some movies I watched or some television that I watched, or, just what's going on, what I've been doing in the media aspect of my life, So I had that thought, and then that's kind of the thought that Dawn's comment led me to, of a way to be basically a Flosstube channel, but still incorporate the other aspects of my interests in a stitchy way. And in that case, I might just stick with the name that people are familiar with, the name that 60 some people found me under over the past 2 weeks. Because I don't love constantly changing my name either. I got to stop doing that. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Sorry, cat was starting to get interested in the garbage can for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking about. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. And if, you think it's all right not to show the close-up of the stitching, because I'm not set up for that. In a Stitch With Me. So that's kind of my current thoughts. What I have been watching lately is I'll get all of these to show you. So I've been watching, I have this set of the Avengers, not the Marvel ones, the 60s British show, and I have the complete Emma Peel collection. So it's every Emma Peel episode ever. There's this and then another full case of 6 discs, so it's like 12 discs. Every Emma Peel episode with Diana Rigg ever. I love these. So I've got 2 episodes left in this set, and then I think that ends the black and white episodes, and then the next set is all the episodes when they started filming in color. And then I also I have to put this back in or else it doesn't really read. I started this set today. This is Ultra Q. This is an old Japanese kaiju show. It is the precursor to Ultraman. So it kind of started here, and then Then they introduced the Ultraman character, and this I loved when I was a kid. I was a big Ultraman fan. Unfortunately, these are, I say unfortunately, these are subtitled, which I have zero problem with subtitles. I don't mind them at all, unless I want to stitch while I'm watching something, because I can't read subtitles and stitch. So I run into that problem a lot, where what I want to watch is something subtitled, but I want to stitch, and most times the stitching wins out. But I have this entire, it's Ultra Q, and then it goes to Ultraman, and then Ultra 7, and then back to Ultraman. This is Return of Ultraman. And then Ultraman Ace. And then Ultraman Taro. And then finally, Ultraman Leo. And this is the original 7 series. These, I have the entire collection, and I finally started watching it today. So I'm excited about that. It's just one of those geeky things I'm into. But yeah, I think that's it. Obviously a shorter video today. And when I do them more often, they will be. My wife is at a rehearsal for a project she has going on. She has started her own theater company called Secondhand Rose Players. And she's working on a virtual show, which seems odd that she's gone to a rehearsal for a virtual show. And most of the rehearsal, she's just in the back room in her office, doing the rehearsal. But the way they're going to do it, the show is going to be virtual. It's written by a local playwright. It's going to be virtual, but they are going to be in the same location, each in their own space in somebody's house, doing it virtually, so that they are all on the same internet, and they can have centralized tech for it. So they're all being super careful. They all COVID tested, even before meeting. They're having a tech rehearsal today to try to test some things out and see what their capabilities are. The show is in May, but they're starting to test tech now. So they know exactly what needs to happen when it's showtime. So she's doing that, and it's kind of to build up money for future projects for the group. But she's really excited about it, because they're actually filming a couple of things for it today too. So it's going to be kind of a combination of live virtual. So they're going to perform it. They're not going to record the thing and then just show it. They're doing it every night of it. They're doing it live, and then there's these filmed portions that they're doing too that are going to be interspersed into it. It's kind of cool, and kind of something nobody's really doing in exploring the virtual aspects of theater right now. And she's really excited about it, because it's the second project for the company, and they're actually hoping to turn this into a series, as to kind of be the pilot for the series. It's going to be cool. It's called Eyes of the Stars. It's a sci-fi thing. She's really excited about it. So, but that's where she's at today, is at the pre-tech rehearsal for that. I was going to audition for a play today, but I'm just not quite there yet. A local group is doing a one-act festival of works by local playwrights, and I've been out of theater kind of for a couple of years, and there's a part of me that's kind of feeling ready to get on stage again. But then another large part of me that is just not ready to have that kind of contact with people yet. We're not out of this thing yet. And I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable with it until we get into the endemic phase of this. While we're still in the pandemic phase, I don't know if I'm going to be that comfortable doing theater. But anyway, that was a little tangent about what's been going on with me. I see I'm now that I'm just rambling, I'm forgetting how to end the video. Anyway, again, thank you to everybody who has watched the return video. I think I was at like 930, somewhere between 930 and 950 views last night. I've responded to almost all comments. eCrafting in Colorado, I saw if I haven't commented back yet, I have seen your comment, and thank you, and expect a response from me soon. I probably will have responded by this time, because this won't go up till tomorrow, so I'll probably actually go and respond to your comment right now, but that's the only one I haven't responded to. So please, guys, talk to me in the comments. Leave comments. I love talking to you guys there. I respond to every single one. And it may take me a day or two to respond to it, but I respond to every single one. The community is why I do this, because like I said, I don't have a community for this in my real life. But thank you to everybody who has new subscribers. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope, sorry, I was just thinking, I didn't talk about like plans at all, but, I do have one plan. I think I am finally going to start my Mira. I think I finally got a good blown up working copy page to start from, and I think I'm finally going to start it. Actually, while I'm waiting for a new tablet, I don't want to do too much with Pattern Keeper until that happens. I tend to like to stitch all day on Sundays, so it may get started yet today. We'll see. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you to everybody who's been supporting me. Welcome, and thank you to all the new subscribers. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stick around, hit the bell notification, subscribe, like, everything that helps the algorithm, and I will see you all in the next one.